Hello, Christina Courtney here to share some of my weekly words of inspiration with you from Mother Nature. Got outside of the studio because today I wanted to talk with you about Mother Nature. Being out in nature is one of my absolute favorite places to be. It just calms me, it reconnects me, it just feels so good. It's so relaxing, so rejuvenating, and there's so much that we can learn from being in the outdoors, so much that we can learn from our natural habitat of Mother Nature. And the first thing that we can learn is that life is always supporting us. Now, I know sometimes you may feel like it's not, or you may look around you and not see the type of support that you think that you need or want, but have you ever taken a step and Mother Nature not been underneath your foot to catch you? Have you ever stepped forward and Mother Nature not been there? No, right? In some way, shape, or form, you are always being supported. It may not always look the way that you think that it should, but you are always being supported. And if you shift the way that you're looking at it just a little bit, like I just did by using the analogy of the earth always supporting us, you probably never thought about that before. But once you start thinking about it and putting your attention on where you are being supported, you're gonna see more and more support around you. And then that, because what you think about is what you attract, you're just gonna start seeing more and more support. So if you put your attention on the fact that you are being supported, you're gonna see more of it. And Mother Nature is a perfect example of that because you never take a step and she's not there. Secondly, growth and evolution is a natural part of us. It's just in our DNA, in our molecules. It's an innate part of being a human being or an animal on this planet. And we can learn this from animals. I was just watching a YouTube video the other day. It's so funny what we watch in our free time and what we stumble across on our feed. There was this horse giving birth to its calf. And I watched the birth of this horse or this calf coming out of its mom. And this horse didn't have anybody else coaching it. It didn't have anybody else telling it what to do. It just had this internal knowingness where it just did what was in front of it to do, and new life took form out of that. And so we have this natural, innate thing inside of us that makes us always want to grow and become more, to evolve and to give to the next generation. And so if you're feeling that inside of you where you want to give, you want to grow, you want to evolve, totally natural, that's part of you, and you should want that. If you're at a place right now in your life where you're feeling a little bit stuck and you're not feeling like you want to grow or evolve, you may want to check in with yourself and see where you're at and how can you look at things differently so that you can give yourself that space to be that natural aspect of who you are, which is somebody who wants to grow and wants to evolve. Thirdly, our gifts are for us to share with the rest of the world. Perfect example of this is a flower. If you imagine a rosebud on a rose bush, and it's growing and it winds up like blossoming, right? While it's blossoming, it gives this incredible fragrance. That's why we like it when somebody brings us roses, right? Or flowers. So we have that tradition, is it gives us this beautiful fragrance. Now, flowers don't just hold in that scent and keep it all for themselves. They don't close the bud so that nobody else gets to smell that beautiful fragrance, but it gives it freely to everyone around it. So everything and everyone has gifts, and those gifts are meant to be shared. So just like a rose gives this incredible fragrance to everyone that comes near it, you have incredible gifts that you not only have within you, but you are meant to share with everyone else. So if you have special gifts, not if you do, I know you do, don't keep them all to yourself, share them with people. The fourth lesson that I've learned from Mother Nature is that things always get better. I know sometimes in our lives we may be going through a rough situation and we may get so stuck in that state of mind of whatever difficult thing that we're going through that we don't always see that something else good is going to be on the other side of it. Now, if we think about rain or a thunderstorm or something that, some sort of weather pattern that gets us all funked out and we don't necessarily like, we always know at the end of that thunderstorm or whatever the weather condition may be, the sun is always going to come out again. So just like we go through a period of winter, of hibernation, and you know, the earth giving us water so that things can regrow, there's always going to be a spring where new birth occurs, and then a summer where the sun shines again. So we're constantly going in these cycles in our lives where we may feel something that's, you know, not as comfortable as some of the other stages, but no matter where you are, if you're going through one of those stages right now, know that the sun will always come out again. And last but not least is that anything is possible. I mean, anything is possible. If a lizard can grow back its tail, if a baby gorilla can be mothered by a tiger can take in a gorilla and take care of it and nurture it as if it was its own. If we can have tsunamis, the incredible molecular whatever, I'm not a meteorologist, but all the crazy stuff that goes into making that possible, if all those things happen and you look around you and, you know, the grass knows how to grow on its own, there's this innate intelligence everywhere, there's so much possibility. If we look around us to nature, we will find out that there is just anything is possible. There are miracles every day where people are cured from diseases that doctors say that it's terminal, there's no way they're gonna make it. But then you always hear of that 1% or that one person that's able to do it. And I feel like that's happening more and more these days, and I want us to focus our energy in that direction, that anything is possible, because more we put our attention on it and our focus that anything is possible, the more we're going to start seeing these miracles, the more we're going to see wonder and bliss and magical experiences in our life. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give me one of those thumbs up, share it with your friends, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in the future to provide you with even more inspiration and motivation to help you think about things a little bit different and inspire you along your journey. But until the next time, here is to you living your blissful life. We're in the shade because it's like 100 degrees out here. Have you hugged a tree lately?